Princess Changping, the daughter of Emperor Chongzhen, the last ruler of the Ming Dynasty, was one of the most tragic figures in Chinese history. Her life was short, but filled with immense loss, pain, and sorrow, like a mirror reflecting the despair of an empire on the verge of collapse. Born around 1630 in the imperial palace of the Forbidden City, Changping was raised in luxury, a beloved princess admired by the emperor for her gentle nature, intelligence, and graceful beauty. When she reached adolescence, she was betrothed to Zhou Xian, the son of a distinguished Ming general, in a marriage that seemed destined for happiness. Yet fate pushed her life into tragedy as the Ming dynasty fell into crisis. Rebellions erupted across the land, foreign invaders pressed the borders, and the shadow of ruin loomed over Beijing. In 1644, the rebel army led by Li Zicheng entered Beijing. The entire imperial palace was plunged into chaos and fear. Realizing there was no escape, Emperor Chongzhen ordered the empress and concubines to commit suicide to preserve the royal family's honor. In his despair, the emperor drew his sword and went in search of his children. When Princess Changping knelt and begged for mercy, her cries deepened his anguish. The emperor shouted, "Why were you born into this family?" and struck his sword down. The blow severed the princess's left arm. She collapsed in blood and fell unconscious, while her father later hanged himself on Coal Hill. When Changping awoke, everything had turned to ruins. Her mother and sisters were dead, her father had taken his own life, the Forbidden City was occupied, and the Ming dynasty had fallen. From a noble princess, she became the only survivor, bearing the wound of a missing arm and a heart heavy with grief. After the Ming collapsed, the Qing dynasty took power. Princess Changping was found and brought before the Shunji emperor. She presented a letter asking to shave her head and become a nun to forget the past, but the young emperor, moved by compassion, refused, and instead arranged her marriage to her former fiancé, Zhou Xian. Though reunited with the man she once loved, Changping could not escape the ghosts of her past. The wounds within her heart, where she carried the image of a fallen dynasty, and the guilt of surviving when her entire family had perished, tormented her endlessly. Many accounts say that after returning to her husband's home, Changping spoke little, avoided the outside world, and spent her days chanting scriptures before her father's altar. Some said she became pregnant, but died soon after, consumed by illness and despair, at the age of 17. Her death came as quietly as her life. Without glory, without a funeral, leaving only the story of a one-armed princess who lay down her sorrow amid the chaos of a broken age.